Melissa was a lively and funny little girl who lived with her family in a little house not far from the rocks on the island of Libeccio. It was a magical place, but over the years it had lost the colours and scents that had always characterised it. She had many friends, and with them she loved to watch the waves crashing on the rocks and had learned to know the animals that inhabited those waters. Among them, she became fond of Bea, the big grey whale whose slow movements kept her company. However, every time Bea the whale came out of the water to fill up with oxygen, her sweet little eyes saw dozens and dozens of round and elongated objects floating on the surface of the water. When the dolphin Dino dived into the depths of the sea, he was forced to dodge an increasing number of strange elements that he had initially mistaken for jellyfish, but which, as time went by, he realized were nothing more than plastic bags. In the heat of the desert, Sammy the snake and Avio the vulture were forced to zigzag between cans and tins which, from time to time, came out dangerously in the sand or got caught in the needles of the cactus. What a mess! They were in daily danger of injuring themselves when they touched sharp objects. Even in the cold north, the situation was not the best. Every time Oyo, bear, and Faffy seal tried to catch the delicious fish in the freezing Arctic waters, their sharp teeth would pull up sticky envelopes and filaments. What despair! More garbage than fish! And their bellies growled more and more. It had become a nightmare for poor little mouse Tom and bee Ada to scamper through the grasses and flowers of the countryside. Every time Tom tried to stick his beady little face out of the burrow, he got caught into a smelly tin can, or his little tail found itself dragging sticky bags of snacks. It had become almost a feat to meet his friends. Even in the waters of Lake Blue, the cute little fish Piff and his aquatic friends had to be careful not to get trapped by strange plastic nets. But what was happening? The world was changing and something was going wrong. Worried by everything that was happening, the animals decided to turn to the wise owl of the green wood. In the past, his witty insights had already managed to get them out of trouble. This time, however, the situation seemed different. From the most hidden corners of the planet, the animals headed towards the main tree where the wise owl Goliath was hiding. At dawn, on the first day after the first summer sun, everyone had arrived and was anxiously waiting for the bird to speak. "My friends, welcome! I already know the reason for your visit. Even in my beloved woods, the litter had now exceeded the number of berries in the shrubs." "What's going on?" Caius the crocodile asked worriedly. "Where did all this stuff come from?" shouted the hare Lola, coming out of the bushes. "It's the men who have been polluting for years and don't think that by doing so they are ruining this beautiful world." "What can we do to solve this problem?" Spider Rock asked curiously. "Lead by example," replied the owl confidently. "Let's each clean up our own little part of the world, and you'll see that those stupid humans will really understand that they have to do their part too." Heartened and full of confidence, the animals each returned to their own corner of the world and immediately set about cleaning their environment of all that filth. The old owl was the first to set an example by flying through the trees and grabbing with his powerful talons an endless series of papers. The desert was freed from every last remnant thanks to the work of Sammy Snake and its slithering friends. Even the inhabitants of the lake, led by Rita the frog and Piff the fish, made that stretch of water magical. Many were the mice who worked day and night to free the countryside around the villages from bags, cans, papers and scrap metal. It was a big job, but thanks to the help of many four-legged friends, everything came back to life. After weeks of hard work, the whale and his friends cleaned up the deepest waters. Following the suggestion of the wise owl, once collected all that mountain of waste, Molly gave it to the inhabitants of the island. Melissa and her friends couldn't believe their eyes when they saw the whale dragging such a vast amount of material. Each animal did the same in every corner of the world and delivered the collected waste to the humans who populated their areas. The amazement in people's eyes was enormous as they watched the tiny creatures drag so much waste towards them. Seeing that spectacle was anything but pleasant. It was not difficult to understand, even for those headless men. They had to follow the example of the animals. From that day on, they paid much more attention, and not even the smallest piece of garbage was abandoned. In a short time, the planet once again became fragrant and shone with 1,000 magnificent colors.